ranchers are growing a lot of fruit. They can produce tons and tons of fruit per acre now. And because of that, there's tons and tons of food for nuisance birds to eat. You're talking $50,000 worth of fruit that could be lost to birds. But if you bring in falcons, you can definitely reduce that significantly. The birds are actively chasing the nuisance birds and running them out of the vineyard. Every year, I am still meeting ranchers that have never even heard of it before. The benefit that they can reap from the service, they're eating it up, and it's growing, and every year there's more and more farmers and industry that are using it as a means of natural bird control. Every other form of bird control mimics a threat or is just an annoyance or a disturbance to the birds. And since it's not actively like chasing them and trying to catch them, the nuisance species learn that it's not actually a threat very quickly. The different falcons have different hunting styles, so they're just like different tools in a toolbox. So like you fly a bird like goose, and that just puts presence out like everywhere. Like every bird around here knows that she's in the air right now. And they're like, that's not a safe place to be. And then you get out a bird like Sam who goes and he's like a sweeper. He'll get down and he'll bust them out then. And then you get another bird that goes up. Goose is doing all the work. I'm just here to supervise. I work for 5 to 6 months of the year, 7 days a week, from basically sunrise to sundown. It can get kind of lonely out here sometimes. Start talking to the birds. Who's up next? Oh, Elizabeth. It's about last year, I believe my company did upwards to like $120,000 in revenue. So right now, my company is, well, me, and I hold maybe 10 contracts a season. It's pretty physically demanding. I mean, I easily walk upwards of 10 plus miles a day. Early on in a contract, there's birds everywhere. So it makes a lot of sense to walk rows. As you get further into the contract and you've got a point where you have things under control, it doesn't make as much sense to walk in between those. You can drive. My birds will either ride in the truck with me and fly out the car window at things, or ride on top of the truck, or just follow the truck from above. And that way I can cover a little more ground. It's really important to keep the birds cool and hydrated, just like us. If you were to ask my mother, she'd say I've always been a little bird weird. I see a lot of opportunity in falconry baitment as a career. Every year there's more and more farmers and industry that are using it as a means of natural bird control.